I am proud to be here today in the Everglades as we kick off registration for the 2021 Python Challenge. This will be a 10-day challenge from July 9th until July 18th. Participants who remove the most pythons and who capture the longest pythons will receive prizes at the end of the competition. Now, as part of my focus on restoring the Everglades, I've charged FWC with dedicating more resources and taking innovative approaches to removing invasive Burmese pythons, which can grow to 20 feet in length, weigh up to 200 pounds, and cause major damage to the ecosystem. I mean, these things will eat everything. And we spend all this money and we want to do all this stuff to restore, but yet if they're just running roughshod over all the other species, that's not what we want. So there had been a python event once every 3 years. We said we want to make the python event an annual occurrence. We've also expanded access for python removers into state parks, as well as worked with the U.S. Department of Interior to increase access to federal lands for python removal, particularly within the Big Cypress National Preserve. And as a result of our efforts, FWC had a record year for python removal in 2020. It was about a 35% increase in the number of pythons year over year between 2019 and 2020. And of course, 2019, 18, 17, those years were much better than they were 4 or 5 years previous to that. So we've done almost 5,500 pythons removed from the Everglades since I became governor. Total FWC has removed about 13,000 pythons since the year 2000. We love the Python Challenge. I know there's people from all over the world that want to come do the Python Challenge. So we want to continue to do that, but we also want to identify new ways to be able to remove pythons. And so, for example, FWC is training a python detector dog team. They're also working with the University of Central Florida to create infrared vehicle cameras to help us detect pythons. You look, it's very hard to find these. I mean, people will look all day. It's not easy. So if we can harness technology to help us identify them more quickly and easily, you're going to see even more pythons be able to be removed. So I look forward to a successful challenge. If you're interested in registering, visit flpythonchallenge.org, flpythonchallenge.org. As Rodney Barreto mentioned yesterday, we signed our budget. A year ago, when we started to see a lot of the fallout from COVID, people were predicting dire straits for budgets here in Florida. You know, we've had incredibly strong revenue growth because we've had incredibly strong economic activity compared to what the forecasts were. So we were able to not only fully fund Python programs at FWC, we also funded numerous other wildlife conservation and environmental programs. We also had huge amount of money for Everglades restoration and for water quality and water infrastructure. And actually, even though I was very ambitious, the legislature actually ended up doing more than what even I had asked for. No one would have thought that was possible just 2 or 3 years earlier. So we are making huge progress with Everglades. We're on the offensive. We're going to continue to do it. And I know that it's something that's important for a lot of Floridians. So we're happy to be here. We want to wish all the participants of the Python Challenge good luck. We also want to thank everybody who's been a part of our efforts at restoring the Everglades.